What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and we have some new developments in the case of Jonathan Majors today. If you are not aware and caught up, Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, was arrested on March 25th in New York City after the police responded to a 911 call from a lower Manhattan apartment where a female, who was Jonathan Majors' girlfriend at the time, had bruises on her head, neck, and finger. We also have learned that this person, this female, did work on the set of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania as well, which is where they presumably met. Majors was arraigned on multiple accounts of assault in the third degree, 3 counts of attempted assault in the third degree, 1 count of aggravated harassment in the second degree, and 1 count of harassment in the second degree. And this alleged victim was granted a restraining order against Jonathan Majors. Now, the reason we're covering this at all is because this could deeply affect the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because Marvel Studios might recast Jonathan Majors as Kang. In fact, right now they have held off and postponed and might have even canceled the Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania Assembled Disney Plus special. They have delayed this indefinitely, most likely due to the fact that they are waiting to see what happens in court with Jonathan Majors. Well, Jonathan Majors has finally appeared in court in person, and the case has essentially now truly begun. We thought he was supposed to meet in court last week. Apparently that date did get moved, and they met today, June 20th. And we have an update on what exactly is happening and a time frame, which is good to know because that'll tell us kind of when Marvel Studios will make their decision on whether or not to recast Kang the Conqueror. Now, what's interesting is that we have San Diego Comic-Con coming up, where we thought Kevin Feige might give us a little bit of an update on what exactly is going to be happening here. However, the new court date for the trial to officially begin doesn't start until after San Diego Comic-Con, and perhaps that is for the better. Perhaps San Diego Comic-Con should be focused on really positive things. We're expecting actors to come out from TV shows and movies to talk about their upcoming projects, and we're expecting a Phase 6 full reveal. So we already have a lot going on. So Kevin Feige most likely won't address this, especially since the court decision will not be decided until months after. So today he appeared in court for the first time in person, and it was basically for him to be read the charges that are being pressed against him, which we mentioned already in this video. So Jonathan Majors showed up to court, was read all of the charges against him, and they were given a court date for the trial to actually begin, which is August 3rd. That is when the actual trial begins in Manhattan. So this is where evidence is going to be presented by both sides. Now, not much has really been said about any type of evidence that the alleged victim has, but quite a lot has been said about Jonathan Majors and the evidence that he has against her, claiming that he is innocent. In fact, when the lawyers met up, his lawyer, Priya Chaudhry, presented quite a bit of evidence on Jonathan Majors' behalf. In fact, one of the first statements that she put out and has put out again recently is Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and is provably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. That's a very interesting and kind of a powerful statement because she says that he is completely innocent. Not just innocent, but completely innocent. Not he did some of the things, but most of it's a lie. She says completely innocent. And then she says that it is provable, which is obviously a huge thing in court, provable that he is the victim. Now, we have heard reports that it was actually Jonathan Majors who called the cops. What's also really interesting is that Jonathan Majors' team has provided video footage and photos of the alleged victim out at a nightclub partying after the alleged assault took place. It was then reported that Jonathan Majors then came home later on that night and found the woman passed out drunk in his apartment. They have also shared text messages that were from the woman stating that she didn't mean for any of it to happen and that she told the police that he didn't do anything and that she didn't want anything to happen to him. So there's been quite a lot presented on the behalf of Jonathan Majors, and not so much publicly released on the behalf of the alleged victim. But that is what this next court date is going to be about. On August 3rd, Jonathan Majors' lawyer will go up and try to prove that he is innocent, and the opposing team will try to prove that their client was assaulted by Jonathan Majors. And again, the reason that we are covering this is because it could drastically affect the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel's promotions for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania do not really feature Jonathan Majors at all. In fact, all they say is Jonathan Majors' name under credits. When talking about the film on Disney Plus in the description or anywhere else, they don't mention Kang the Conqueror. They simply mention a threat, and he is not on the poster for the movie that they display either. And here's what has happened to Jonathan Majors so far since this has all taken place. Since the charges were filed against him, he has lost quite a bit. He has been dropped by his publicity team, the lead company, and his management company as well, Entertainment 360. And according to IndieWire.com, he's also been dropped by Protagonist Pictures for the role that he was going to play in their adaptation of the Walter Mosley novel, The Man in My Basement. So he's already lost one movie role there. He's also been dropped from a Texas Rangers ad campaign and a U.S. Army ad campaign featuring him as well, although they declare that it is simply paused until the final verdict of the court decision is had. So the Army came out and basically stated, what is the law? Innocent until proven guilty. So they said they simply have paused that ad for now, and if he is proven innocent, then they will continue with the ad. So the sad reality is Jonathan Majors has already suffered from this. Now we are remaining neutral. We do not know if he is innocent or if he is guilty in this situation. But regardless, it does put Marvel Studios right now in a very hard position. And basically right now, they essentially do have to make a decision on whether or not to recast Jonathan Majors as Kang. And here's the deal. Unfortunately, even if he's proven innocent, that doesn't necessarily mean he is in the clear with Marvel Studios. Simply because all of the negative attention that he is getting and the fact that he was arrested and this trial is happening, that might be enough for the studio to say, hey, I'm sorry, but we have to drop you because there's now a negative connotation associated with you. But at the same time, we have seen things happen like over at Warner Brothers with Ezra Miller and all of the trouble that they got into, and they decided that they were going to keep Ezra Miller as the Flash and continue on with the Flash film. So hopefully Marvel Studios is simply waiting to see what the court decision is going to be. If Jonathan Majors' team presents a lot of viable evidence that is undisputable and he is proven innocent, perhaps he could continue on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Kang the Conqueror. And if he truly is innocent, hopefully that is indeed what happens because he shouldn't suffer if it is a false claim. However, if he is proven guilty, then of course they will more than likely drop him. I really don't foresee them keeping him on as Kang the Conqueror if he is proven guilty in this case, in which he will probably also go to jail. So that's pretty much a 100% guarantee. If he is proven guilty, we will have a new actor playing Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in court. The next court date and the first official court date of him appearing in person is August 3rd. It probably won't be decided that day. There probably will be a few court dates before they reach the final verdict. But of course, if we hear anything at all, we'll be sure to update you. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. Don't forget to like it, and if you subscribe and leave a comment, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items. Winner gets to pick one item, and we pick a winner at the end of each month. We also have a Patreon account now, a Discord server, and a website. Don't forget to check those out, and you can always follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.